This is the next problem in your homework, 3-27. Calculate the following values using the order of operations. Show your steps. Verify your answers with your calculator. All right, so let's start by doing the first one, which is 3-27a. And I'll rewrite the problem first. So that's -4 times -2 minus 6, and then inside the parentheses, 2 minus 5. All right, so when we're doing these sorts of problems and we're doing it according to order of operations, it's often useful to write down PEMDAS because that helps us remember it's parentheses first, then exponents, then multiplication and division, and after that, addition and subtraction. And also, we go from left to right. Okay, let's start out with this one. So inside these parentheses is just one number. So we don't need to worry about those parentheses. But over here, we've got two numbers with an operator in between. So we need to resolve this first by taking 2 minus 5 and getting -3. Okay, so now -3 is still multiplied by the 6, and we can just rewrite the rest of it the same way that it was. Okay, so the next thing is we don't have any exponents. We resolved our parentheses. So now we do the multiplication. So we've got two numbers multiplied here and two numbers multiplied here. So we can multiply -4 times -2, and that's a +8. And then if we put a minus sign here, then we have to treat this as if it's a positive number. So +6 times -3. Well, we could do it that way, or we could just pretend that we've got -6 times -3. That's going to be simpler. -6 times -3 is 18, so that's a +18 because a negative times a negative is a positive. And so now we're done. We've got 8 plus 18, and that is 26. So that's the answer to that one. And we can verify this by using a calculator. Now, if you use the kind of calculator that you might have on your phone, you're still going to have to be careful about order of operations. But we also have a calculator here in Desmos where we can just put it in exactly the way it looks. So it's got parentheses here. So I'll put parentheses and then put -4 and the other side of the parentheses. And then we've got -2 inside parentheses. So that is -2 inside parentheses. And then we've got the negative sign, -6, and then more parentheses. And inside that, 2 minus 5, and the other side of the parentheses. So once you're finished typing in your expression, you can see what the answer is over here, 26, which is exactly what we had. Okay, so let's do the next problem, which is B. All right, so, well, we're going to have to get back there. Okay, so B is 23 minus, my screen froze. Okay, so 23 minus 17 minus 3 times 4, and then that's squared, then a +6. Okay, so if we look at order of operations, first we have to resolve what's in the parentheses. And what's in the parentheses is both subtraction and multiplication. So in that case, we take the multiplication before the subtraction. So 3 times 4 is 12. And so that would be 17 minus 12. And then we'll rewrite the rest of it. Okay, so now we resolve this. 17 minus 12 is 5. That's in parentheses, and it's still squared. And then we rewrite the rest of it. And now we have to do our exponent. So that's 25. And that's still subtracted from 23. And we're adding 6. And now, because it's all addition and subtraction, we just go left to right. 23 minus 25 is negative 2 plus 6. And we know negative 2 plus 6 is equal to 4. All right, so now we can check that answer using our graphing or our calculator again. So let's clear this and type in the original expression, which was 23 minus, and we had parentheses and then a 17 minus 3 times 4, and then the other side of the parentheses, and it was squared, so we'll do that. And then we had a plus 6. Okay, and that answer, as you can see right here, is 4. And that is what we had on our paper too. All right, so let's move on to the next problems.